Welcome to BB True Crime. I am Becky.
I'm Beth.
And we are here for another episode.
We are, episode 47. So this is a little bit confusing because we definitely recorded these wrong.
There was a little bit of an out and order moment there.
Yeah, I feel like I'm going to take the fall for that one.
To be fair, we were both pretty tired last time we were doing recordings.
And then, I haven't been able to upload another episode like I said I was going to because it turns out we'd skipped an episode. And so this is the one that we should have been uploading.
So we're doubling back.
So we're just skipping a bit back to 47. The next two episodes after this have already been done.
Yeah.
And then the next one we're recording.
Jumping forward 50 after this.
Yes, a special episode. So, yes, apologies.
But we're still doing it.
We figured it out, because if I didn't notice that, it was literally a thing of, I don't know if I was telling my partner about something, and then I was thinking, it's like that case. And then I was like, I'm sure I remember writing that case down. But I don't remember telling you about
that case that we didn't record.
And then I was like, let me check my phone, and it wasn't on there. Yeah. And I was like,
damn.
Shit. Yeah, it's because we didn't record it. We just skipped 48, so. Anyway.
We were just so excited for episode 48, weren't we, clearly?
Was that fucking Onion Boy?
I think it might have been.
Yeah, it could have been Onion
Could
Boy.
have been Onion Boy.
Fuck that guy.
Jesus.
Oh,
yeah, because the one after that was Slenderman.
It was Onion Boy, yeah.
Yeah, so it would have been Onion Boy.
Yeah. Fucking hell. Yeah, it was a long one to write. That's probably why I forgot. But, so, cracking on, 47, now we've, noticed that we hadn't done it.
We are here. Apparently this is a good one, though. You said this was a good one.
This one is... I'm going to give a slight trigger warning.
Oh, I love it when we start with a trigger warning. We're not even in the introduction yet, and we're already trigger warning.
For CSA, and obviously a little bit of torture. By the way, if you don't know what CSA means, that's child sexual abuse.
I'm not gonna lie, it took me a minute to kind of work through the acronym,
I watch a lot of YouTube, so I get the acronyms in my head. I'm gonna put / sexual violence, because it's not like a long thing, but anyway, you'll understand.
I feel like we're about to understand in a few more minutes when we get into this.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go graphic about it.
Please
but
don't.
It will be, well, if we needed to, then I'd have had to. But
please bear in mind I've just eaten.
It will just be mentioned as happening, and then move on.
Okay.
So, right. So
hopefully I can hold on to my lunch.
I hope so.
Fingers crossed.
We are doing the case of Paris Bennet at the minute. Yes, it is a dude called Paris Bennet.
Okay.
Well, that's not a question. Doesn't Michael Jackson have a child called Paris?
Paris, yes.
I don't know if I
think it's a girl.
The girl, yeah. It's not that one.
Not that one.
Just so we're aware, that's Paris Jackson, I'm guessing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is not that.
So is Paris the bad guy in this?
Yes.
Okay.
Alright, let's just
get
do
into
the
it.
opening.
Hit me.
Okay, so a crime that shakes a small town, committed by the person everyone suspected the least, and for the coldest reasons.
Oh.
Is the perpetrator a cold-blooded psychopath or a troubled individual?
Can't
We're
it be
going to talk
both?
about it. In this case, I feel like I know which one I lean towards.
Okay.
I've watched several documentaries, including the Piers Morgan one.
Oh.
I'm not a Piers Morgan fan. Sorry, Piers.
No, neither.
I'm not that sorry. But I do think it was a very interesting documentary because he speaks to Paris in prison.
Okay.
And you can kind of see how he answers these questions that he gets asked about the crime.
Very carefully.
And I do think it is more psychopathic because it doesn't seem like there's a lot of emotion there.
Okay.
Which obviously a big part of being a psychopath is lack of empathy.
Empathy, yeah. Okay.
So yeah,
let's find out what he did.
The crime.
All right.
We're just going to go right to the crime, and then we're going to discuss
double back
the lead up, childhood,
Got it. Okay.
Prison.
So,
what happened? So, this was 2007.
Okay.
So, February the 4th, 2007. So, if I say the name Charity,
okay,
that is Paris's mum.
Okay.
Charity hired a babysitter. She has 2 kids, Paris and Ella.
Okay.
I believe Ella was like 4. I probably have it written down somewhere, but not in this immediate bit. Paris at the time was, I think, 13.
Okay.
Yes, yeah, 13.
So older brother, younger sister.
Yeah, Paris is 13. Ella is 4.
Okay.
So Charity has 2 children.
Got it.
February the 4th, Charity hires a babysitter,
Mm-hmm.
as usual, for both the children when she goes out to work late at her job, where she was a waitress at a Buffalo Wild Wings place.
That sounds good.
Really random.
Mm-hmm.
Probably not relevant to this at all.
Tell me.
But, I mean, I guess maybe so about wings. I bought some wings recently from Iceland.
Okay. Segue.
Salt and pepper ones. I never didn't realise. I thought in my head it was like salt and pepper, like the seasoning, not like Chinese kind of salt and pepper.
Very, very salty.
I didn't think it was gonna be like a little bit spicy.
Yeah.
They were real good. I will keep them and still eat them.
Mm-hmm.
But holy shit, were they spicier than I anticipated.
Got it.
But
I'm sorry for your loss there.
Still nice.
Still tasty.
I will eat them. Yeah, they were still
Just
nice.
took you by surprise with it.
I was like, ooh.
Okay.
Not really allowed to spice much.
You're not,
so
no.
It was a bit... Anyway, back to the traumatic incident.
They say I get distracted with ADHD, brother.
So it got to about 10 p.m. The mum's gone. Paris, Odgen, 13-year-old,
Mm-hmm.
the older brother, was able to manipulate and convince the babysitter to leave early. To basically be like, oh, don't worry about it, I'll put my sister to bed, and then...
Strong start.
you can go have an early night, it's fine.
Go chill, go drink with your mates, it's cool.
Yeah.
We don't need
And so
babysitting.
she does.
We're only
She
children.
leaves.
Fucking moron.
Later that night, sometime, so obviously that was about 10, sometime before 11:30 at night,
Okay.
Paris entered Ella's bedroom.
Oh, it's not his kid that he does. It's not his little sister that he does, is it?
Yes.
Oh, no.
The 4-year-old Ella.
Oh, no.
Paris enters her room, sexually assaults her,
Okay.
and then stabs her to death 17 times.
That's a lot. Did you know, on average, it only takes 5 stabbings in a rage?
I
Like,
feel
not
like
a targeted.
You said this during
Yeah.
the Slender Man stabbing.
I read it and it stuck to my brain because how often do you hear of like someone being stabbed like 2 or 3 times? Or like 6 or 7 times? It's always 39, 17,
Well,
58.
It's usually rage, isn't it?
Honestly.
It's just pure rage. It's what happens to you. It's like maniacal.
Yeah. It's like you enter like a psychosis and it's just like, bro.
Not that I know anything about that personally, so...
So
Thank God.
17 times on a 4-year-old.
Yeah, small body.
Oh.
Following the murder, he then called a friend from school for about 6 minutes before he then was like, maybe I should come up with...
A plan.
Yes, and he just finally decided to call 911 at 11:42 p.m. On the call, Paris appeared to try and fake some kind of insanity, saying he was seeing things and he thought, you know...
The voices made him do it.
Yeah, basically, that kind of thing.
Got it. I love an insanity plea.
Telling the dispatcher that he thought Ella was a demon and that's why he stabbed her. Because he was fearing for his safety kind of thing. Once the dispatcher then instructed Paris to perform CPR, he, instead of doing the CPR, and the thing is how they do this in court, they can tell if you're not doing things like that over the phone. So they'll get a person that deals with noise and sound and that kind of thing to come in and analyse
To analyse the audio and see if they can actually hear the compressions.
So all that, but Paris was, instead of doing CPR on his sister, because he knew she was already dead, he was just walking about the room, counting. Like, pretending he was doing it.
Okay.
But they could hear the fact that...
He was walking around the room.
Yeah, And yeah, so they were able to prove that he wasn't doing
Bollocks.
CPR, but that's like quite a common thing that they can do in court.
Yeah.
Or like find out. But yeah, like he was saying the numbers and pretending he was doing it. So Paris was then, he told them that he had stabbed her. He obviously then got arrested when the police came.
Clearly.
And that was just before 12:30. He apparently originally considered killing the babysitter as well.
Oh.
But I don't know if it was to do with the fact that the babysitter wasn't really anything to do with why he did it.
Got it.
Or I don't know if it was the fact that maybe because she was a
Gonna say,
bigger person,
yeah, maybe she was more of
you
a
know.
physical challenge to overcome,
Yeah, exactly.
whereas you've got this tiny little 4-year-old, they're not going to present
Yeah.
much of a challenge, are they?
Yeah. So it could have been that as well.
Maybe.
But that's why we get into his main motive.
Oh, okay.
He wanted to cause his mum the most ultimate pain he could. He hated his mum so much, Charity, that he wanted to have her lose both children. So he killed one and knew that he'd be in prison, and so technically she'd lose him too.
Wow.
Um,
What did this poor woman do to him?
So, yeah, and this happened in Texas, by the way. So, like I said, the motive was his, obviously, massive resentment towards his mother,
Yeah.
which he obviously got asked about in prison. Like I said, I do think he's a psychopath.
Mm-hmm.
So I do think that the resentment is still there. But yeah, he's very stone-faced. He just doesn't show emotion.
Okay.
So it's a bit hard to tell.
Yeah.
So shortly before the murder, so Charity had a long history of drug addiction.
Okay.
On and off again. And she'd been doing well. She tried to, like, not really let it in, like, have anything to do with her bringing up her 2 children. She's a single mom, by the way.
Got it.
You know, she assumed that the family had quite a good relationship.
Why wouldn't you?
Exactly. But right before the murder, she had a relapse.
Okay.
And apparently that was rumouredly Paris's breaking point.
Got it. She fell off the wagon again and he lost it.
Yeah, basically.
Got it.
Other people think that it was maybe a building jealousy of Ella.
Okay. Why? Because she was like the baby of the family, the little girl.
I guess.
Okay.
Or the fact that his mom always obviously had to work. I want to say she had 2 jobs.
Got it.
Because obviously she was a single mom with 2 kids.
Need that extra income.
So yeah, she wasn't often there. But Paris had displayed warning signs of violence before.
Got it.
Torturing
little animals?
He doesn't really go into it. I said, he's very... In interviews, he's incredibly restrictive of what he says. He really thinks about what he says before he says it.
Okay.
He doesn't actually, like, reveal much.
Okay.
So he's a bit hard to, like...
Get a read on.
Yeah.
Got it.
But he said he had been feeling a homicidal tendency since he was a young child.
Oh.
And apparently other people knew he had
homicidal
those tendencies.
Oh.
But Charity still thought it was safe that he was, in the family, around them both.
Clearly it wasn't.
It wasn't.
No.
So Paris was not charged as an adult.
Okay. I mean, he's 13.
Since the minimum age a juvenile can be tried as an adult in Texas is 14. So he barely.
Missed.
Yeah.
That could have been by design, though.
Could have been. Yeah, it could. I mean, like I said, it was thought out enough to like get the babysitter out there.
Yeah, like it was premeditated enough.
Her.
Not to mention, he said he'd been feeling homicidal tendencies since he was young. I imagine
a little bit level of planning.
Yeah, I would imagine, he probably did at least a little bit of
thinking about it,
and if I go to prison, thinking about things like juvenile or adult court and stuff like that.
Yeah,
it's not beyond
he's smart.
Yeah.
He is smart. Like, I can say that.
Beyond the realm of consideration for a 13-year-old, is it?
Yeah, like, you can tell in interviews that he's
a clever guy.
Yeah. But you can clearly tell he's not
normal.
Yeah.
I don't like to use the word normal,
No, to be polite about it, yeah. You can tell he's not all there.
Mm-hmm.
Or like most other people.
Yeah.
And I think that's just partly due to the fact that it's just like a blank slate. That's all I can describe it as.
There's nothing there, really.
There's nothing in his eyes. Like...
He's got shark eyes.
Yeah, it's...
Shark eyes.
You won't really be surprised finding out what he did, kind of thing.
Has he got that look about him?
Yeah.
That look that says he stabbed somebody 17 times to death?
Yeah, you won't be surprised.
Got it.
So, he instead was charged in juvenile court.
Okay.
He pled guilty.
Mm-hmm.
To capital murder.
Okay.
Yeah, not second degree.
I mean, to be fair, there's not much second degree about that.
Yeah, especially with the fact that he was faking the CPR. It took him a while to actually contact 911.
Yeah, she was dead, and he let her get that way.
Yeah, but it's like, I don't know, so people might have been like, oh, well, if he called the police, like, right away, maybe they'd saved her. Yeah, maybe not. You know what I mean? A 4-year-old's got a small body for 17 stab wounds, you know what I mean?
The blood loss would have been heavy and rapid.
And obviously the sexual assault that happened literally beforehand as well.
Like, he went in that room with a plan, and the plan was for her to not survive.
Person to come out, yeah. So obviously there's the level of faking it. Also faking being insane and shit, saying she was a demon and shit down the phone. He's clearly thought this out.
Yeah.
So he was given the maximum sentence of 40 years in prison with the possibility of parole after 20.
Okay.
So when he was 19, he's been in prison 6 years? 6? 13, yeah. He got transferred to an adult prison.
Okay.
Following the murder, he then was evaluated and met the criteria for what's called conduct disorder, which basically is what you would fall under if you are in the sociopathy, area. Like
emotional, empathy, dysregulation, and behavioural of difficulties.
I do think it does lean towards psychopathy.
Yeah.
Personally. Yeah, especially just from, like, watching him in documentaries and shit as well.
He's got that look about him.
He said, like I said, he admitted that he'd had homicidal ideation for a while, since he was a child. And then also had admitted that the more violent he became, the more sexually excited he got with it.
Okay.
Which I guess is also, those would have been his formative years.
Yeah.
As well.
Mm-hmm.
So, linking those two is not good. We've seen that in other cases.
We have.
Jeffrey Dahmer, Ed Kemper.
Mm-hmm.
I do think he would have killed. I don't know. Then again, I think he would have killed more people, but this whole thing was to get back at his mum.
I don't feel... He doesn't give me serial killer vibes.
I think if it was like a random person he killed, he definitely would.
But this
is targeted.
Yeah, this served a purpose.
Yeah.
I feel like, if he'd gotten away with killing his sister, I feel like he could have gone on to become a serial killer. You know, once he got back at his mom and, took away the baby of the family and caused her all this pain, and he got away with it, then I feel like he could have gone on to target other people to kind of, like, bring himself that kind of pleasure he got from that first kill back.
That's the thing. I think he knew he wasn't going to be getting away with it.
Yeah.
And the fact that I don't think he necessarily wanted to, because then, like I said before, him going to prison is her then also losing another child.
That's true.
So.
That's true.
Do
I think he's capable of killing multiple people?
Oh,
yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do I think he had any intention of killing multiple people? No.
I think he still has it in him.
Oh, yeah, but I feel like you said, the way he planned it.
True, but
part of the hurting his mum was him getting sent to prison.
I can't remember how old he was when Piers Morgan did his interview with him. But he'd been in prison for a while.
Yeah.
I definitely think he would do it again.
Quite possibly. If he got out.
Yeah. But, well, that's the thing, he want an adult crime charged. It was...
juvenile crime.
Yeah, so after 20 years he is eligible for parole.
That's slightly scary.
That's
what, next year?
I've got the things here. So he also said he'd been watching violent porn since before the murder as well.
Okay.
And before the murder on the day.
Oh.
As well. So
he'd been psyching himself up.
Great, yeah, basically. Yeah. Also not good for development. Don't do that.
Porn is bad for your brain.
It's not even just porn, because, you know, like, most people
violent
watch
porn is very bad for your brain.
The thing is, with a lot of people, like, for example, child predators.
Yeah.
Obviously, some people just seem to be like that. But then other people, it's like a thing of, like, it ends up becoming that, where it's like they start off watching porn, and then they they kind of get bored of it, not getting the same bodily reactions out of it, normal porn, so then they'll start seeking out a bit more wild
spicy
stuff, you know, BDSM, you know, kind of, you know, then it might get to, like, consensual, non-consensual, which is fine if it's consensual, I suppose, you know, each to their own, and then, you know, then you might get more weird shit, like, you know, like animals involved, and which, you know, isn't illegal everywhere.
You see, just the statement of that fact of it's not illegal everywhere to not fuck an animal.
And then, you know, it might get to the point where they start wanting younger and younger, and then they start seeking out worse and worse shit because like they're not getting the same sensations.
It's a spiral.
And then they'll delve deeper, and they might end up on, like, the dark net, dark web kind of thing, deep web, whatever you want to call it. And then they'll find groups, and then it's next thing you know they're on kid porn, and it's like, right, okay.
Look how we ended up here, boys.
So yeah, especially if things like this happen in formative years, it can really escalate.
Yeah.
Paris will be first eligible for parole next year.
Know it. Called it.
Yeah, February 2027.
Oh my god.
I'd like to say he won't get it. But he's been pretty well behaved in prison. Even if he is a psychopath.
If he gets released, right, and in 5 years' time we end up doing a podcast of
strikes again.
The crazy guy who strikes again after spending 20 years in prison and gets released. If this ends up happening, right, I'm done with Texas. I'm done with Texas. I'm never going to Texas.
However, if he is never granted parole, which I don't know how likely that would be, to serve the full sentence, he won't be released until 2047.
Nice.
But I don't think they're gonna make him do the full 4 years, personally. Well, I mean, just think about, like they'll let fucking Gypsy Rose out, like, in, what was it, 10 years? Or less than 10 years?
That's actually true.
Yeah, so that was also brutal. So I don't know, like, you know what I mean? Like,
but at the same time...
America's weird.
But at the same time, you have to... With America, they kind of very much have this kind of, yes, okay, you orchestrated it, yes, okay, you planned it, but you didn't hold the knife.
True, but then
they have this disconnect if you're not physically holding the weapon.
Was Gypsy Rose charged with second degree?
I think she was.
I can't remember. Either way...
She wasn't charged with capital, he was charged with capital.
He wasn't charged as an adult, which I think is an important thing, because I think you'll get people being like,
I was only a kid.
yeah, he was a kid when he did it, he's now an adult, you know, he seems to be doing well in jail, you know, let him have a chance on the outside, you know. And it's like,
Let's not
know.
like the psychopath who, like, raped and stabbed his child sister to death.
Yeah.
Go
But,
free.
you know, weirder things
have happened.
So,
I don't have much faith in America at the moment. Sorry, any American viewers.
most of our viewers are American.
I'm very sorry. I just don't have much faith in the
true.
American justice system these days. I'm so sorry if that bothers you.
I don't think anyone would be surprised by that.
I'm speaking my truth.
I can't say the British one's much better.
The British is not much better, but I'm speaking my truth, and I'm sorry. It's just how it is.
So the murder obviously got quite a bit of attention.
I would say. Yeah. Fuck me.
As well as obviously the ages of those involved.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Like, this is kid on kid killing.
A bit like the Slenderman one. That
But, like,
was kid on kid stabbing.
But when you said, but with that, it was kids of the same age.
It was
pretty
true,
much.
True.
And when you say, "Oh, there was a child victim," typically it's someone their age or an adult. It's not an older kid. You very rarely have, like, a mid-teen killing a preschooler.
I mean, we've seen it with Jamie Bulger.
Oh, yeah, but they were 10.
Best.
You know,
Some may
actually,
say that's worse.
That's actually worse.
Also, they did
horrific things to that boy.
Yeah, they really did. They did a lot more torture and more violence with the boy. Yes, Paris did stab her 17 times, which is also brutal and atrocious.
But that's the only case I can think of an older kid killing a younger kid.
Well, I think we just need to do more than kid crimes, because there's quite a few that I'm thinking of that I just don't know the names of them.
Okay, alright then. We'll delve into that in the 50s.
Weirdly, a lot of them, I want to say there's a girl called Mary Bell, and I think she was only like 6, 7, 8, and she had a spree of children. Yeah, I think she killed at least 3.
Alright, can we add her to the list, please, without disclosing too much information?
Yeah,
I want to look at her.
They were young kids.
Okay, alright. Anyway, back to this young kid.
That's quite an old case as well.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mary, I think her name was Mary Bell. But yeah, there's quite a few.
I've never heard of them, to be fair. I think Jamie Bulger is the only one I've heard of.
Let me just write it down
so
I don't forget.
We're just adding it to the list of episodes here, boys. We have a list.
I'm sure she's called Mary Bell.
There is a document.
Sorry if you heard the weird Animal Crossing extension I've got when I
You have an Animal Crossing Oh my god, you little freaky nerd.
Yeah.
Who was that from, that sounded like the owl from the little coffee shop?
It's, so whenever I don't know if it's called, like, Animalese, their language in Animal Crossing.
Right.
So whenever you just hear any of them talk,
it kind of vaguely sounded
it does
like
it for all
Tom
the letters
Nook.
and the numbers. Yeah, anyway, it's an extension for free you can get on Google.
Shut up. Get back to the case, you little freak.
Anyway.
God almighty. Talk about antisocial behaviour.
I've got to have a, like, horror side, true crime side, but then, like, a little girly side where I like Animal Crossing and
strawberries.
Strawberries and pink things, you know what I mean? Like,
you know what? You're a complex human being, it's alright. Should we get back to the other complex?
I bet Paris and have them best of both worlds, tell you that. He barely sounds like he is anyway.
Hey, rape and murder? We're multitasking here.
Great. Yay.
Get on with it.
But yeah, so, Charity, and this, some people didn't really disagree, like this, or understand why she did. I can understand why.
Okay.
She initially, remained in contact with Paris after the murder happened.
Okay.
For quite a long time.
Got it.
While, like, when he first got arrested, and would visit him quite a lot. But I do think that was more of a thing of
obligation.
Not even an obligation. She still would say that she loved him and things. Okay. But I think it was a thing of, I've lost one child.
I can't lose another.
I still want to have some semblance of a relationship with my only one I've got left.
Okay.
Even despite the horrific thing he did.
Yeah.
Like, I still have that motherly love to him. Despite what he did.
That's some motherly instincts right there.
And it's like, I mean, I understand it to a degree, but and like especially like during the Piers Morgan thing as well, they had, obviously they were wearing microphones and stuff, and they had her watch everything like that he'd said and stuff, and the fact that how much he hated her and stuff, and like obviously it hurt her feelings and she'd get upset, but I don't think she could have done much that would have changed what happened, to be honest.
I don't feel like she did much to begin with.
Obviously she could have done better in the way of maybe if she did find out about the violent things, thoughts, get him some help.
But at the same time, she's a single...
drug relapse.
But the single one, she's a single mom. How's she going to pay for therapy for a kid who's got homicidal tendencies?
True.
Not to mention she's trying to stay out of addiction, which is enough as a battle as it is.
There's a bit of a crazy situation with her mum, the grandma.
Of course there is.
But, because that's a bit crazy.
The crazy is hereditary.
Paris also said that he was very astounded when his mum kept contact with him and would, like, visit him frequently after the murder.
I'm not surprised.
So, since Charity has had another kid, BTW...
Okay. Hopefully this one doesn't have homicidal tendencies.
She actually would visit
with
Paris with... At first she didn't.
Okay.
But then she did. And then it got to the point where Paris would write letters to both of them, and but she's never been fully comfortable with Paris getting a relationship with another sibling.
Okay.
After what happened with the last one.
That's so fair.
Completely valid.
Yeah.
Valid. She has been warned by numerous people, prison people, psychologists, psychiatrists kind of thing.
Yeah.
About the fact that she and her new son...
Oh, a son.
Will be at massive risk if he gets paroled.
Yeah.
Their lives will be on the line.
Yeah.
Because it's really obvious, especially like I said, watching the interviews and documentaries and stuff, I don't think that part of him's gone.
No.
And I mean, obviously, if you've got psychopathy, it doesn't go away once you've done it.
Not to mention that he's now gone to prison, and she's now effectively replaced him.
True.
Well, that's how he's going to view it.
I don't believe they have contact now.
Which is worse.
But we'll go into that.
Yeah.
But he obviously does know that she has another child.
Yeah.
And
that puts them on his radar.
But then also, by killing that child, it's causing her more pain.
Yeah.
So he could just do it again. He could easily kill her, because you can tell that resentment to her has not gone.
The whole purpose of this whole thing was to cause her as much pain as possible.
Yeah.
And I wholeheartedly believe that as soon as he gets out of prison, the first thing he's going to do is make a beeline for that kid.
Or her.
I think the kid first.
But yeah, I think both.
Because hurting the kid first is going to hurt her. Whether he then goes on to kill her afterwards...
I do think there's a strong possibility that he'd kill his mom.
Yeah.
1,000% I do. I do believe it.
But if he did kill his mom, I think it would be after he killed his sibling.
Yeah, or like have her watch or something. Yeah. I do think he's got a tendency to do it again.
From everything you've said...
I don't think he'd feel bad about it.
No.
I think he'd be like, job done.
I can only hope that... Obviously, yes, he's had good behaviour in prison, but I can only hope that, like, given his propensity for harming his siblings, the clear resentment he still has towards his mother,
and he's formed some kind of relationship with the sibling. But the thing is, he and Ella, like, they show home videos and stuff. They were really close.
Oh, so she was just a means to an end, basically.
She was just, I hate my mum and I'm gonna hurt her.
And you're just the unfortunate method I'm doing it with.
He's always said that he's always loved his sister, and that she was like his favourite person in the world.
Wow.
But he's still...
Can you imagine killing your favourite person in the world to get back?
Not even just killing her.
Raping and killing. Yeah. To get back at, wow.
A 4-year-old, yeah. Yeah. And it's just like, well, if you can do that to your favourite person, then what are you going to do to the person you hate? Yeah, so... Yeah, but in like the letters that he would exchange with the new kid, he was trying to build that relationship, and, he was, like, saying, that he enjoyed the company, and, like, he loves the new sibling, and, well, I didn't stop him last time they did it,
No.
so...
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
That kid's a mess. I say that kid, that adult.
Charity, the mum, does accept that she knows that they're at risk if he gets released on parole.
There's not much she can do about it, to be fair, is there?
She has said that if he does get released on parole, she will leave with her son.
Yeah.
And go somewhere new, probably get a new identity.
Yeah.
Which, valid, makes sense.
Honestly.
Experts have also said that they also think, because of his psychopathic tendencies, that it is extremely unlikely he will ever be rehabilitated.
Yeah.
And that will be part of his core.
Yeah. But you don't rehabilitate psychopathy.
Exactly. Like,
you can't.
You can't. It is just
how your brain is formed.
Yeah.
You can't alter the formation of your brain.
Obviously, it's not to say that everyone that's a psychopath will go on to commit harm.
No, but once you have...
Oh, yeah, then yeah.
That ship has sailed.
Yeah, especially if it's someone close to you like that.
No.
She had, like I said, she had another kid. And she is aware that she is worried that when released, he'll kill her or the new kid. But like I said, she has had a relationship with him and the new son. Even having the new kid visit Paris.
Oh, wow.
And having them meet.
That's brave.
Yeah. So in 2021, Charity said that she had finally cut off all contact with Paris.
Okay.
After learning that he apparently had been involved with a woman who was on bond 2 hours away from where they lived. And the woman that was on bond because she had gotten in trouble for wanting to plan a mass shooting.
Oh, well, I mean, like is attracted to like.
True, but I think often with psychopathy, obviously there's an issue with emotions and empathy. I'm not saying it's impossible for them to have romantic connections, but it's very unlikely that they are, like...
purely romantic.
It's very unlikely that they are to the same level as, say, you or me would have with someone.
Yeah. There might be an attraction there, but it's more likely based on some kind of manipulation or like for like kind of...
so, what can you offer me? And obviously her being out and about and so close to where his mum and the kid live, I couldn't understand why she'd cut that contact off finally.
Yeah, that's valid.
She stated, "I have finally accepted it is okay to love him as my son, but dislike the man he's become."
That's fair.
Yeah. So there was, like I said, some family drama with the grandparents.
Okay.
In which it's very likely that the grandma actually killed the granddad.
Oh.
And got away with it.
Oh, wow.
But Paris has never spoken about that. The grandma, weirdly, likes to talk about it. But in like, the documentary and stuff, she's almost, like, braggy about it. And it does seem to be, like, the thing because she got away with it.
Okay.
By the way, his dad also has schizophrenia, but I don't think that has anything to do with his...
Got it.
His thinking she was a demon was obviously...
That wasn't
no.
But it would explain possibly how he knew that was a thing.
Maybe.
Because he might have seen his father.
I don't know if they ever met, though.
Okay.
I can't say that for sure. But yeah, so you've got the weird shit with the grandma, but I'm not going to go into detail on that because it's not really. But it could be the fact of there's homicidal tendencies in the family, is what I'm trying to say.
It's highly possible.
I'm not saying that kind of shit can get passed down, but that's two people in a family, and I'm just saying, my family are fucking insane and have issues, fucking hell. But as far as I'm aware...
homicidal tendencies haven't popped up yet.
Surprisingly, it's one of the few things that hasn't popped up yet that I'm aware of.
Got it.
So, thank God. Yay. So the documentary about it is called The Family I Had.
Okay.
if you want more details about the crime, or if you just want to see it from yourself, you know, like clips of the home videos, you know, things about, like, conversations with the mom, the crime in more detail. And then there's also the interview series, which is just called An Interview with Piers Morgan, where Piers Morgan, like I said, goes into the jail and just talks to the guy.
Wow. Brave guy.
And calls him out a lot on the fact that he doesn't really answer questions very well, and he won't really discuss certain things, and he's clearly thinking about his answers, and he doesn't really have emotions.
No. Selecting his words very carefully.
Yeah. So, recommend them both. They're both good to watch. I do have a picture of them right before the crime.
Oh my...
Well, 3 years before. So, yeah. Paris and
they're
Ella.
cute.
Yeah, they were very cute together. Like I said, that's him now.
Yeah, he is a dead fish.
Yeah, look at this fucking eyes.
There's not a single emotion behind those eyes.
Yeah, you tell me you can't imagine that guy stabbing someone.
No, I can imagine him stabbing everybody.
Yeah. So
he looks like the kind of guy who stabs somebody in the eye with a fork for taking his beans. In the cafeteria food queue.
But yeah, so obviously, poor Ella.
Honestly.
I don't think she would have seen it coming, given how close they were. Because, like I said, they had a very good relationship. And even Paris says that. It was just hatred of his mum, unfortunately.
Wow, that poor fucking kid.
Yeah, but
Jesus.
Obviously, it's good no one else got hurt.
Just honestly, that guy needs to stay locked up.
Yeah, I think so. Do you think he'll get released next year? I
hope not.
I
can hope not.
I think because especially the people, like, experts have said that they don't think he'll get rehabilitated. I don't think they'll let him out immediately. But I don't think they'll hold him for the full 4 years.
I want him institutionalized for the rest of his God-given time on Earth.
But that's the thing, he won't be.
But he won't be.
The latest is 2047, but I don't think they'll hold him till then. I don't.
And he'll literally, I mean, if and that's a big
how old will he be?
He'll be 53.
That's not too old either.
That's you've still got another 30 years of life. Solidly.
Well, actually,
don't tell me about average lifespans. I don't want to know.
Yeah, it's gone down, actually.
I don't want to know.
I believe it's 70s at the minute.
I don't want to know. It depresses me.
Well, yeah, it is. We've still got time, though, so we're alright.
Unless we commit murder, in which case we could be spending the rest of our God-forsaken lives in prison.
True. But, yeah, it's... I hope he don't get out.
I hope he doesn't get out. I have a feeling he's gonna.
Yeah, but I don't think he'll get...
I'm hoping, maybe not 40, but I'm hoping he'll at least get maybe 30.
It depends how lenient the board are. I think if the mum says to the board about how her and her son are a risk, they might consider that. And the fact that clearly rehabilitation is
not happening.
Yes, I'd like to think. And I do think that they will say that he is a risk to the public.
I can't see how you could not see that man's a risk.
But then I know that there'll be other people being like, oh, well, it was a thing he did when he was a child. It's been like 20 years now, and it's like, yeah, but...
He was in full understanding of exactly what he was doing.
Yeah.
Like, he planned it so well because he knew that he would be arrested.
Do you think he would do anything to a stranger? I don't know.
I feel like if it served a purpose.
I think... I don't know. I think it's hard to tell on that one.
I feel like if he thought it served some kind of purpose...
His mom and sibling, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. But a stranger, I don't know. I'd like to say no, but...
I think, from my perspective...
He's very chilling to watch in that Piers Morgan documentary.
Like I said, I think if he felt that it served a purpose... then 100%. If he thought he could get something from it, even if it was only, like, notoriety or, like,
But I don't think he cares about that. The only thing he seems bothered about is getting back at his mum. That's what I mean.
True.
So as far as I'm aware, he's never been bothered by how notorious the crime got, how much attention it got. It was all about hurting his mum.
Unless he sets out on the route of trying to scare her. Because
But that's the thing, he's very clever as well. So, I don't know. I mean, she's going to be scared either way when he does get out, and he will get out.
He is going to get out.
So,
I think never say never. You never know what goes on in these people's heads.
yeah, I don't know.
Logic to us doesn't necessarily mean logic to them, and logic to them vice versa doesn't always seem logical to us.
The one thing he also doesn't like talking about, will not talk about, is the assault on his sister.
Okay.
He will not, like there were several times Piers Morgan was like,
Why
well, you
did he
did
do
do
it?
it though. He won't talk about it.
Okay.
He will not talk about it.
Interesting. I wonder whether I wonder whether that's the bit he's ashamed of.
Well, the thing is, I don't think psychopaths, I don't know, I might be wrong, because of, their issues are so, to do with emotions and empathy and stuff, I don't think he feels shame about the crime, but I don't know if it's the fact that he did it to a child, and it might put him, give him issues in jail, but surely the jail know about it.
Oh, they know about it, for sure.
So, the people in the jail, but I don't know, maybe he don't want us to be seen as, paedophilic. But at the end of the day...
He already is.
Child on child is very complicated. But I don't think he did it as yeah, he said that violence was making him get more sexual. But I don't think he did it necessarily as a sexual thing. I think there was another layer to violate the...
Yeah, to cause his mother pain.
Yeah, more pain.
I mean, it worked.
Yeah, it did. But yeah, that is the one thing he will not ever discuss.
But this is the problem, is if you're going to that much detail to cause one individual so much pain, on an individual that you claim to love more than anybody else on this planet, I think there's no kind of a limit nor rationale to what anybody can deduce what you're going to do.
Yeah.
I feel like if put in the right situation, let's say, the mutually beneficial relationship he had with that woman, let's say part of that was, for example, tit for tat, I do this for you, you hurt this person for me.
Or just find out where they are.
Yeah.
Or
in
just
if that kind of tit for tat situation,
let them know that I'm close.
Yeah.
And, can get to you even if I'm in prison.
Yeah. But I'm saying, but I feel like with that kind of rationale in mind, there's really no limit to what he could do. Whether he would do it is another matter entirely. I
think if he was to get out and he did the exact same thing he did to Ella to the new child, including the sexual side, it would technically be classed as paedophilic then.
Because he's an adult now.
Yeah, but I still don't think it would be this is my opinion. I don't think it would be because he fancies kids.
No, it's not because he's getting off on assaulting them. It's
it's more demeaning. It's more violent. Gets him more violent.
Not to mention as a mother.
Yeah, and it's obviously causing more pain.
Yeah.
Violating them as well more. So yeah.
Wow. What a guy.
Yeah. So yeah, that art is Paris Bennet. And poor Ella, she seemed like a very adorable child. She was
so cute.
Yeah, she's very cute in the home videos as well. To be fair, they're both quite wholesome in the home videos, which is just harder to know what happens in the end.
You never know how it's going to work out, do you?
Yeah. But apparently they were hip to hip all the time. Very, very close.
Damn. That poor kid.
So yeah, that was episode 47.
That's a way to kick off the day, isn't it?
Yeah.
Why?
But we have murder-suicides for episode 50, so stick around for that happy episode.
That's going to be fun.
Whoa. So yeah, that's the next one we've got to record, but obviously for you guys, you've still got Onion Boy and you've got
Slenderman.
The Slenderman stabbing.
Yeah.
So, enjoy those.
And we will see you at episode 50.
We will.
Stay safe.
This is BB True Crime. I'm Beth.
I'm Becky.
Signing off.
Bye-bye.